It's hard to know if somebody likes you. A number of years ago, I kind of stopped trying to date women for a while because it's hard. They make me nervous, which is funny. I don't get nervous around too many things. But yeah, girls are tricky. They're like hard to read, and you don't want to be a creeper, make them uncomfortable, and you don't want to be that nice guy that finishes last. You don't want to hold in your feelings, but you're scared to tell your feelings. So yeah, it can be tricky business. And so I hadn't actually tried to date girls for a long time. And then I met a beautiful woman, and she's very smart, she's very wise, and I felt like she really saw me, and I felt like there was something there, and it was really cool. I felt very comfortable with her. But I still had those insecurities, those fears about whether or not, how do you go about this shit? How does one go about it? And there's another girl who I also, just a beautiful, sexy, wonderful person that I felt a great connection with. But how do you know? I was pretty sure there was a connection both ways in the second time. But I was also never wanted her to feel pressured or any way. I never wanted to. She was a very special person to me, and I wanted to make sure that she knew that even if her feelings were not returned, that I absolutely 100% still wanted her in my life, that her companionship to me was more important than any sexual relationship we may or may not have. So that's definitely a good place to start. So with the first girl, we're at a party and hanging out, feeling good, and I really wanted to kiss her. In the movies, there's the moment of tension, and there's the, do you go for it, do you not, all that jazz, and I just wasn't quite sure. And so I did the most amazing thing a person can do. I said, may I kiss you? And that means that she could have said yes, she could have said no. I knew in that moment whether she wanted to kiss me or not, whether she felt comfortable, whether she returned some of my feelings. It's pretty great. And then with the second beautiful woman, we'd been pretty flirty for a while. So I was pretty sure that, there's definitely a connection of some kind. But I wanted to make sure that she didn't feel like I was sexualizing her over caring about her as a person. I think that's important for anyone. So I kind of bided my time a bit. We hung out. It's fucking great. Even if it hadn't gone anywhere, it would have been fucking great. She's an amazing, beautiful human being. And it happened to come up, actually, that someone else had mentioned asking if we were maybe kind of a thing. And I took that time and I told her exactly what I was thinking and I was feeling. I said, yeah, I've been thinking about that, actually. But I was concerned because I wanted to make sure you knew that our relationship, the way it is so important to me that sexualizing it is not as important. But yeah, I'd definitely like to explore that if you'd like to explore that. Both times were very well received. And of course, fairy tale land, whatever. The point is, if you ask, and not only ask, but then actually listen to the answer, you're going to know. And yeah, that's fucking scary. It's scary to like profess your feelings or, you know, worry about rejection. And it's scary to, you get scared that you might like hinder the friendship. What if they're awkward around you afterwards? What if this? What if that? What if, they don't feel the same way? What if, it is kind of putting somebody on the spot, and I get that. But you could sit around and wonder and worry and wait. Or you can ask. You can express. But make sure you do it in a way that is without attachment, without expecting anything in return. An expression of attraction or feelings supposed to be like a gift. Like you're giving someone, hey, I trust you. I trust you to tell you how I'm feeling, or I trust you enough to ask you how you're feeling. And trust is a beautiful fucking thing. And so, without the attachment, it's good. Then they feel free to say, that's really sweet. I'm really flattered. I really, really appreciate it. I'm glad you trust me so much. I don't feel the same way, but I really value our friendship. Now you know. And you can look elsewhere. There's a lot of people on this planet. Like, a lot. So, I think it's going to be okay. What you shouldn't do is not ask and then assume or take a chance beyond certain boundaries. And I know this can get tricky here, finding the boundaries. It depends on the person, but there's a lot of different ways to kind of figure it out. So one of the ways is if you're feeling that connection. I chose to ask my first lady, whatever, if I could kiss her. Maybe you don't have to ask. If you're feeling brave and you're feeling rom-com, whatever, you could, slowly go in for it, gauge the reaction. If you notice any resistance, stop. Don't keep going. Makes sense. And if that happens, it's okay. Like I said, a lot of people in the world. A lot. You'll be okay. Don't grab someone's head and just push your face into theirs. Not if you're not sure. This is mostly a video about if you're not sure. If you're not sure, don't sneak into your roommate's room at night. Don't make moves when they're trashed. Don't get trashed if you're in a situation where you're not sure. Don't put yourself in that situation if you're worried about it. Be responsible. It can be hard. And unfortunately, there's some gender roles that play a part. In the sense that women are a lot less likely to get rejected, so we have to worry about that a lot less. Probably going to cut this part. So some don'ts. Don't grab someone's head. Don't try to push someone into a wall. If you're not sure, ask. Ask, then listen without attachment. That ensures that you respect them, that they will respect you. And then, you don't end up with someone like me wanting to make a whole fucking video about consent and trying to start it out very compassionately and trying to help and then getting really angry halfway through it. It's incredulous to me how many guys touch someone without consent, without thinking about it, without asking. If you're not sure, if it is not established that you have permission to touch someone, don't fucking do it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Ask. Listen. Without attachment.